I got a question from Estonia the other day about sound insulation in old timber buildings and how it can be improved. So let's take a look at it. Whiteboard. There we have it. We're dealing with this one in the middle. This construction. And it was a bit difficult for me to interpret how this structure is actually built up. But anyways, we can see that there's some parquet, PVC, some kind of surface layer on top. I'm going to disregard that one in my calculations, and we'll look at the next part here. 2 layers of gypsum, I guess this means. Let's check another pen. Thin tip, like so. I guess 2 layers of gypsum? I can't understand the language, but... And then we got some kind of stiff insulation, 30 millimeters. I guess this is some kind of mineral wool slab with the purpose of impact sound insulation, to get rid of some of the high frequency stuff. And then we got OSB, some 20 millimeter chipboard of some kind, number 4. Air gap, number 5 there. And 200 millimeter beams, sixth layer. Here's the thing that is interesting to know when you're talking to an acoustician, because the first thing I thought when I looked at this is, well, wait a minute, air gap. Does this mean that this is a decoupled construction? Is it like this? If you have beams and some what's it called, plates on top, and then you have a second layer of beams down here, so it's just like a double wall. They are decoupled from each other. And then I realized, no, that's probably not the case, because here they're probably referring to this as the air gap. But as an acoustician, I am often interested in this measurement. This one is interesting to me. The whole cavity width, because this is what determines your resonance frequency, the double wall resonance of a floor structure or a wall. And but here they mean that there is how much mineral wool is it inside the construction. So it's 100 millimeters, so it should be 50% mineral wool in this structure. So then I guess that the correct way to draw this structure would be like this. We have 200 millimeter beams, 100 millimeter mineral wool, and chipboard, and some kind of impact sound insulation layer, stiff one, 30 millimeters, and 2 layers of gypsum on the top, like so. And then there's down here 30 by 60, and I guess some kind of wooden framing structure, which are layered, cross mounted here. And then there's 1 layer of gypsum in the bottom. There is how I interpreted this one. The paper is not interesting, I guess. And I did some quick calculations on this structure, or as close as I could get it, at least. I don't know how to model the impact sound insulation layer here. I don't think it works with lightweight structures, so we have to do it like, I just did it like this. It's like OSB and then 2 layers of gypsum straight on top. 200 millimeter beams. Oh wait, 230. Yeah, we have this cross layer down there, but not sure if we can select point connection here, because that would look, it's only separate joists, but that's not right. Let's do it like that. Anyway, let's call this the comparison, original one. And then I was thinking, perhaps if we could add a resilient ceiling instead. So if we take down this lower gypsum and install one of these systems with a resilient steel profile that carries the gypsum instead. And then you can see, oh, did I miss? We should do like this, original. Now we add the suspended ceiling. You see here, you get a massive improvement throughout the spectrum. And we call that one acoustic profile 1 gypsum. And we could perhaps even add a second layer of gypsum up here, and then we get even more improvement. So that could be a way to. It's not like you won't decouple it fully. Like if this is the one, I mean the dream scenario would be a complete. Where is it? I think I saw it somewhere here. Separate joists. There. This is the best one, if we can get it completely separated. But this might not be possible by reasonable means. So then the second best thing could be to add a resilient ceiling like this. Maybe you could add some kind of suspended ceiling also. Could be an option. Solid joist, no rubber isolate. Yeah, that could work. And even this is even more powerful separation. We could even try it with one layer of gypsum and see as reference. And try out this different. Here's some monster decoupling. A really good one. It's almost as if you have a completely separate joist. AMC acoustic hangers. So you got the elastic layers up here, then you suspend the ceiling down like so. Oh, it's still 2 layers of gypsum. But anyways, you can see that they're in the same ballpark, these ones. You add some kind of decoupling here, and that can give you a big boost. And then the heavier you can make the ceiling, the better. Maybe you could add even 3 layers of gypsum, but then you might have to add more and more of these to carry the increased load, because this starts to get really heavy. So I think 1 or 2 layers would be more reasonable in this case. And about that upper part, I'm not certain if we can simulate it in any good way. I'm starting up the program, another instance here, so we can try out. Perhaps if we look at it like this, ceiling, floor, and we do it like some kind of single structure. Let's do it like a wooden CLT, and then if we add here flooring category, no, maybe we can only do double, wait a minute here, masonry, concrete. Yeah, you see here we got lots of different variants with elastic floors, but I can only simulate them when I use a heavy structure down here. Maybe it's possible. Maybe I just don't know enough about insoles, so please let me know if I'm doing something wrong here. But this is like a concrete structure, so this is this is completely different. Anyways, I think this principle might hold, that we get an improvement if we could decouple the ceiling like this. That's my guess. Depending, yeah, I don't completely understand the structure, but it should be something like this. Anyways, hope this helps. And in today's video, I'm wearing a green shirt. Nice color, green. I think it's called Oxford shirt, this one. Tie-less. Make sure that you got the length on your sleeves right. Just like this. This is pretty good length. It should not be hidden, so it's not visible. Then you need to adjust your jacket. Or sometimes you could also adjust the buttons here to make sure that it ends up in the right place. This is not a good look either if you get it like this. So make sure that you have just right amount visible, like so. Orange goes very well with the green, and the blue, dark blue, light blue, also very nice with the green. And you have to think about it when you if you pick a darker color on the shirt, like this one, it might be a better idea to pick a light colored jacket like this, light gray, because this works. You get contrast here. If you take, let's say, a navy blue one, it might be too dark, so it looks a bit off. And then I have chosen white jeans and a black belt, silver and silver matching metals, some dark black material in the buttons, and gray, which is also with the dark buttons here, harmonizes nicely. And then there is this super little detail with the belt. It's a black belt with stitching you can see there's this beige color on the stitching here on the belt, which I then pick up on the socks. So here's the same color once again. So when you have a pair of black brogue leather shoes to match the belt, you will only see a fraction of the sock, but the color is there, and it is there. And it's these small details that can really make an outfit shine. So, thanks a lot. See you later.